Hello everyone. Hello Professor. My name is Leonardo Guacaneme. Today I would like to explain and make a presentation about ergonomic hazards inside the hospitals. But before that, I would like to introduce a little presentation about me. I am biomedical engineer from Colombia. My idea is work in the future. I would like to work inside the hospitals, and for that reason, I chose this course of occupational health and safety because it's really interesting. Know what is the lawyers and what is the resolutions to work in another country. In this case, Canada. Um, Definitely, that course was really important to me because I learned about how is the procedures to do something, and I identify basic hazards we can find in the hospitals. Introduction, I would like to talk about occupational health and safety. This is obviously our program, and there we learn about what is the main hazards we find in different places and work. In my research, try to figure out the things about how's working in the hospitals and what is the main problems identified about the ergonomic hazards in my place. Obviously, this process includes recognition, find what is the problem with the company, what is the principal problems for the workers inside the companies, obviously. How's the assessment, what the people do for keep safe, and obviously the control. The control is mean what human resource areas work with to the workers to make more safe places for us. Uh, Hazard in this case is every potential health effect to or damage to for under conditions as work. These hazards include chemical hazard, biological, physical, and psychological hazards. I would like to talk about one of the main problems that I identify in my research. In this case, my first point is identify the main ergonomic hazards in Ontario. Lifting is one of them. For this action, and when you're lifting something, objects on the superfice of the floor, and you lift the object, you can, if you don't do it fine, you can suffer some kind of injury in your back or in your muscles. These situations, in this case, for example, the hospital, you need to every day you need to lift in different objects. You need to lift in the patients of devices, medical devices that you can find. This problem is one of the most reported for companies. More than 1 million worker report every year, with reclaims or claims overpassing now $100 billion annually. This value is include all the problems with the hospital, for human resource policies, training for the other people when it's present. This disease is presented. I shows, for example, you can see in the pictures how the workers make the position to try to lift the patients of the of in the hospital and bases environment. Um, so we need to keep clear how is the process to make a good lifting. In this case, we need to know what is the size of the object. We need to make know about what is the heavy, is really heavy or not. We need to use our legs. It's really important to do that. The previous picture, which shows you the correct form or the correct way to use our legs or to use our body to try to lift objects, and we can see to what is the incorrect way to do the lifts. Um, Another important ergonomic hazard I find you is the lighting. Lighting is really important to have a good environment to the work. Why? 80% of the information, 80% of everything to the brain of the process information is going to the lights and going to the A's. So it's really important to the companies, and in this case the hospitals, provide to the workers good installations to make easy the job to the workers inside. For example, we need to provide safe places. We need to reduce the problems associated to the poor light. In this case, we can kick things, or we can forget things because we don't see the things really clearly. Another important topic is identify the main psychological hazards in hospitals. This is a big problem. Hospitals have very stressed place. Why? These workers, in this case, can be the doctors, can be the nurses, can be assistants, can be every worker inside the hospitals have a really additional stress. Why? Because we working with people, we working with the life of the people. This is increase of level of stress. Another thing, the hospitals have a different hours and different shifts for the people. Sometimes you need to work 12, 24, or 36 hours, and we don't have a good rest or recuperation time. That cause that the environment can cause psychological hazards, and it's really important to know how we need to prevent, we can prevent to the workers and help them with the different situations and problems what they can make in your job. For example, we can provide different opportunities to the workers to do something different, to make active pauses, implement exercise and something like that, and try to figure out and pushes less to the workers. Uh, Obviously, I would like to talk about what is the musculoskeletal disorders, or MSISD. The MSISD is the painful of the muscles or problems we can affect out working. We can so in this case, for example, the musculoskeletal disorders, and we can show which is the main problems for the workers. For example, rotation in the shoulders, carpal tunnel, tense elbow, Cubon syndrome, osteoarthritis, shin pain, plantar fasciitis, Achilles tendinopathy, obviously problems in the neck and the back and the shoulder. This is the main problems so we can identify in this kind of disorders. Obviously, the all of these problems is derived for repetitive activities. For example, doing all the day and all days of your work the same for movements. If you don't have a good chair, you don't have a good table, that can be a kind of problem. And obviously, we can uh, suffer that one type of these injuries for people. Uh, for less, I would like to talk about the hazard for ionizing radiation in hospitals. This is still really important, and nobody talk too much about that. Hospitals, of this case, the workers, I am present in the procedures, for example, surgeries or treatments, and they are exposed to the radiation. Workers need to be protected and need to be they need to be provide the elements or the equipment necessary to make a deck good protection. Obviously, if the companies or the hospital in this case have the amazing technology, we can provide and protect the workers. Usually, the technicians or workers in these X radiations, they have more vacation because the body absorb everything, all the radiation inside the body, and then in the future can cause problems. Finally, I would like to talk what we can do for help to the people and prevent these kinds of injuries. The Canadian Center of Occupational Health and Unhealthy designs different programs and they has designs different brochures to make the life easy with the companies to the worker and the people. Obviously, we're talking about this in our paper, and I just would like to say, if we protect the people and we train the people and we make surveys to be what is the dangerous and what is the hazards in the hospitals and our place, we can save first, we can save lives. Second, we can save and protect our workers. On three, all environment in the hospitals never gonna spend more money where they need to spend. And obviously, it's more easy to spend money to prevent and not spend money to do something different to bring health to the workers to suffer injuries. In conclusion, I would like to say that course helped me to understand how the workers, what is my rights, what is my responsibilities working in a new country. Definitely, is this course helped me to understand all of this, and I need to read more information because in the future I would like to work and have more ideas to implement in my future job, some description, some in the future. So, Professor, thank you very much for the opportunity for the lessons, and I hope to have the opportunity to work in the future with these kinds of problems. Thank you very much.